So itong midterm election is basically to check kung ano ang moods ng mga tao towards the president, which is President Trump. So nakikita kung how is the temperature or the moods of the people towards the current president. So very controversial ng itong election na to kasi New Jersey and and Virginia are having an election for governor, and maraming mga controversial na bomb threats kanina sa New Jersey. So it hindered parts of the election, and siyempre nagkakaroon ng mga emergency system, but nevertheless at the end of the day yung mga bomb threats na sinatawag nila sa New Jersey puro false, and the same thing in California, they got some bomb threats as well, but wala namang sa awa ng Diyos, wala namang mga victims or anything na nagtotoo. So malaki yan yung wala pang mga results kasi New York will have ang election nila is they're open until 9 p.m. which is ngayon it's another hour or so. Mga iba sarado na pero ang mga naka-hold lahat. Normally sasabihin nila kung sino ang winning, no? But I was very surprised to see na na walang ganon. Ang nakita ko yung survey kahapon itong Virginia governor race, si Spanberger is the candidate that is leading, and she's the Democratic candidate over Winsome Earl Sears. Parehong babae to. So
Yes.
in Virginia, the leading governor candidate is the Democrat Spanberger. Sa New Jersey, ganun din. This is Cheryl. Cheryl is a Democrat, and also it's a female candidate, and she's leading the New Jersey gubernatorial race over Republican Sia Terrelli. So merong independent dito si Vic Kaplan, but normally ang mga independent nasisira yung votation kasi ini-split. So a lot of times they prefer not to have any independent, but in New Jersey they do. So it will not be too long, maybe in an hour or so, we will see kung sinong mga nanalo dyan sa mga between the Virginia and New Jersey gubernatorial race.
Yes.
Ang pinaka-controversial is the city New York election, which is as you know, ex-governor Cuomo is the independent.
Yes.
He was the Democrat governor before, but he went back as an independent. And of course, the very controversial Mandani, who is the Democratic candidate, and Islaiwa was the Republican. And very controversial ito si Zoran Mandani kasi he's a very progressive politics in both refreshing, sabi nila both refreshing and polarizing. Pero very controversial siya because sabi niya na he will stand against Trump's bullying. So he will be the first candidate na first Muslim and Indian American mayor. Pero marami siyang mga they stand, ang mga belief niya is all against the democratic form of government. That's why Trump really was not shy to let him know na he's not really in favor of him. And Mandani made it very clear na sabi niya na I will oppose all the things that Trump is doing to New York City,
Yes.
including with I'm not going to work with the ICE. So that's pretty bold message and statement for someone being a mayor of New York City. But then the reason it's very controversial is because New York City is the largest and most crowded city in the U.S.
Yes. And Ma'am Marisa, do you think po na with this midterm election ay ito yung magiging parang sentimiento nila with President Trump sa kanyang administrasyon or will they go to Republicans or kaya ay balik ulit po sila sa Democrats?
The reason this is very critical is it gives a temperature kung ano ang mga votation. Kung on the next election, there be a possibility na Republican will still hold the House and Congress or the Senate, or would it move to a democratic form of leadership? Kaya nga itong Prop 50 ng California is they call it sa California naman ang mga election doon mayors, and ito yung pinaka-controversial na Prop 50, and it's called redistricting. So ito yun yung redistricting is basically it's a form of proposition that the California governor had it implemented kasi sa Texas ginawa yon. And the bottom line of it is they want more seats to the Democrats. So kung manalo itong Prop 50, a yes vote means that the state will use the new maps starting in 2026. Sabi niya na until California Citizen Redistricting Commission will also again use it until 2030. And with this redistricting form, they will gain 5 seats as Democratic seats Congress. So that's why this is very crucial, because gusto ng Democrats na, you know, because Republican is holding everything. So they want to have some share, and a possibility na the next election it will push to the Democratic side instead of the Republican side. So very big controversial. Dito sa amin sa Oregon, ang aming midterm election lang is again, lagi nilang itinatago ito in midterm elections because people don't pay attention. But I've been paying attention kasi our property taxes here they keep going up, and I saw that. So of course, I voted no na they keep bringing our property taxes. Yun lang ang election namin dito sa Oregon.
Alright. And ma'am, ngayon po ba, binabanggit kasi dito po nga si US President Trump na inadmit po niya na ang mga Republicans ay likely to lose a midterm election unless they go nuclear and Senate filibuster.
Yes. As a matter of fact, kung nakikita ko yung flag kanina, puro blue. Majority is blue. So normally that's the case. Kaya, you know, this is one of those na ginagawa nila lahat ng magagawa nila para itong election na to maging blue instead of red. So kaya nga ngayon, it's interesting to see kung ano yung result, naka-blank lahat. So in a matter of an hour or two, kikita na kung sinong mga nanalo. But very blue ang mga result. Mga prediction is very blue. So we'll see. Normally, sometimes nag-change in the end. So we don't know, but it's interesting to see in the next hour or two.